Well, um, if you want to start, Maria, have you got any question
Yeah.
to Macarena? Because
Oops.
Almudena is out, and Dr.
Oh, okay.
Cole, I
Well,
don't know where are you.
Macarena. Yeah. Macarena. Right. I've got a question because the yellow folder, it reminds me very much of a book that I'm going to present tomorrow, actually, on the Meet the Artists, because you said that it's about personal growth, okay? So your cosmic tales, you make them into a personal growth strategy, which is amazing. It's absolutely fantastic. So, did you say that you divided in certain in pieces, or is it different readings? Yes.
Yes, it has 12 tales. I have one tales about Rafa Nadal, for example, that I think I explained last year.
Yeah.
And I am very proud because I think that we need to honor him for all his career, his life, and his way of being, his elegance, and so on. And I think that if we think in personal growth and creativity, for example, the point of our decade and the other ones before is sports, are sports, is sport. And then it's not the biochemic investigator or researcher, it's not about the fashion that we are sewing the dresses. No, it's about sport. And in these 12 tales, I try to, well, I think they come little by little to me, you know, and now I am ending the second part of it. So, for example, I noticed that most of them have something to do with sound, vibration, or music, because there is a tale named The Musical Bee, and it's based on a real story than a musician, a man who make his own music in USA. He said he told about the experience he had. I mean, in a landscape, you know, he was having a walk with trees and something, and then it was some bees. And then he saw them, he heard them. And he said, listen, this is this is the note B, this is the note C, this is the note. So it was like he found a musical proportion between the sound of the bees. And we didn't know this. We know something about the ants, you know, but it's not the case. We know something about the turtles for sexual interaction, but we didn't know that the bees, for example, I mean this tale, no? And then that's what I would like to give is a new reference, a new imagination. How can we wonder about ourselves in the best of us, our supra-consciousness? Not the past or the pain. It's just resolving things, linking with a new kind of imagination for children and big children that we are. So I would like to show the book to many people, if you can help me to show it, because it has some theatrical that a way that we can arrange to enjoy, you know, the how can we read it, how can we express it, and then how can we say it in high voice? That is my point, because it's the voice, you know. And then this one about the yellow folder, that I think we are being helped with many entities in a cosmic way. So it is the moment, because we didn't expect what is going on with this war. And I think that in the contrary, we have a lot of help from the sun, but the let's say the consciousness of the sun and many entities that are helping us. So these tales are in this way, just to keep in touch, just to feel this friendship and feel comfortable knowing that maybe we are from here, from another planet, that we are here, we can do our best life with the best values. That is my purpose, and enjoying, you know, and having this special flavor at the voice, you know. And in this one, the yellow folder, it's magic. It's like a concert. It's between words, so I think it's going to be very fine. Very, they will enjoy the teenager, for example, the one that they like superheroes or something like that. No,
Yeah.
so then we are the superheroes, and we need a yellow folder.
Yeah.
To put our best things and our purpose, our goals, our characteristics, and feel the best, and then choose the music for our life.
You know, it's fantastic. I'm going to suggest it. I'm going to suggest when Lolly puts the recording to it, I'm going to suggest to my professor here at the university, so that people can read it, actually, because it is, if you put the details of the book in the Meet the Authors WhatsApp, and then I can
Share
I
it.
can suggest it to him. Yeah, share it.
We can, I mean, the purpose is not like, let's say you have it. No, it's interact. Let's see what they think when they are, where our students, for example, are in this big space. And then what would you say, how you change society, and what do you need, and what do you feel about love and life? And then, you know, the first gift they do in this Congress, there are some synaptics. So it's a special Congress because they give you some new synaptics from here. And I am laughing all the time that I read it because it's a special idea.
Yeah. So I think you're perfect for that subject, because he teaches personal development, and it'll be perfect for him, actually, and he doesn't know you. So I'll suggest it. I'll suggest it to him, actually.
Yeah, I will. Okay. Thank you. When it's my turn, I have a question for you, but let's see our...
All right, okay. Okay. Yeah, so what question do you have?
Okay, Lolly, may I do the question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. The question is about creativity. I take some notes, and I think that it's a very good matter, a subject, a very interesting subject to talk about a little more, because we have this association from writers, we have the musician, we have this Dr. Lolly Castellón about the study of a way of composing. So the way you said, how can we put this in society, in politics? I was thinking if people, in our politicians or somebody, they are so focused in the goals that they need to do against other ideas. For example, it's and I am not mentioning no one, but told us something else about this projection of creativity in society.
Well, the thing is that people, most people think that they're not creative at all. Okay, so you talk to people in companies, and they are sitting in a desk and doing the PowerPoint, and they say, "Oh no, I'm not that kind of person. I'm not creative." But actually, everybody has that within themselves, and as you said, Macarena, is the child within you that has to come out in order to be creative. Okay, and so this is so much difficult to do, because when you grow up, you are conforming all the time to patterns, you're conforming to society, you're conforming to a kind of behavior, and then you get to the job place, and the workplace, and then your creativity is all forgotten and gone because you have been conforming all the time. But what I'm saying is that even though you're sitting down in your computer doing a PowerPoint or doing some office work, you can be creative as well. You can contribute. You can have some ideas in order for the company to be run better. Okay, you can have some ideas that help you develop as well. Maybe you want to do a course, right? I mean, why be quiet about it, you know? So if the course is going to help you do your work better, you go and suggest it to your boss. But we are frightened, aren't we? So we are really frightened. So the first step is to lose that fear and risk it as well. So there's a risk part there that is hidden. And we used to do that when we were children, right? So you saw, when you were a child, you saw a tree and you said, oh, what would it be like to climb the tree? And you went ahead and climbed the tree. And now you look at the tree when you've grown up and you say, right, okay, so if I'm going to do that, I need this and this and this. I need the harness. I need something to be secure. I need, and then, you know, you lose that, you know, that start when you were a child. So what he's saying about creativity is that you should take a risk as well, even though you're frightened to take a risk. Take a risk, okay?
I would like to complement this with my area is dynamic. Yeah. It's about breathe, voice, and the creativity, especially in sound and theater. So yeah. I am developing tools from breathing. We can consider our body as an instrument, and we can change this instrument, and then we can make a flow of this creativity linking with the body. So I mean that for example, if you don't know how to have this risk, or you are afraid, sometimes it's paralyzing. But through the breathing and through the special exercise with sounding, I mean sounding the body, you know, we can begin to do the same as we go from the beach, getting inside the water, something like this. But the waves are not water, are sound.
As I said before, Macarena, my professor would be so interested in you, you know, and use all of those things that you can do, because he's on the same kind of level as you are, actually. So I'll suggest it. I'll suggest it to him and see what he can come up with. You know, maybe something. You know, maybe online, and you can, you know, give a talk to the students and things like that. I mean, that'd be great. Yeah. Well, so I'll suggest that.
I am in Madrid. Are you in Madrid also?
No, I'm in the UK.
So I can go there.
Well, you could, but let's just slow down. I'll suggest that, and maybe he'll get you to do something online first.
Online, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Any questions for Dr. Cole? Any question?
Yes.
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 Okay. I don't know if Dr. Cole is. Yes, he's there.
Hello.
Hello again. make the question, please. It's the
Yes.
time is running.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I loved about that you talked about Legos. Okay. So I read quite often your posts in Facebook. Is that coming from the same book?
No,
Okay.
no. Those are new things that I react to just as they come.
All right. I'm thinking about the ones that they are assigned Dr. Legos.
Yes, they signed. Yeah, that's the pen name, Lagos Bubble. Yeah,
That's it. So is that you actually?
That's me.
You written the. Oh, I see. Because I always understood that Dr. Legos. It was someone that you were talking about.
well, I sign it under what is called Lagos Bubble, and
Yeah.
Lagos Bubble is also Lagos Dude. So, so when I
Okay.
write some things that you don't want attention on the author or the
Yeah.
writer, you just
Right.
use a pen name, and
Yeah, and that's you, Dr. Legos, right? Okay.
yes, the Lagos Dude.
Yeah, I love those things that you put in Facebook. Okay, I love that. Also today, you talk about the that you've got an epilogue, okay, and a prologue and epilogue. Okay, so the prologue is the prose, and you were talking about Lagos, right, as a city, and you talked about cultural spaces and law and order, clean streets, and what came to mind is that sounds really busy.
Well, there is something I have found out, that a writer can write what has not happened
Right.
and
Okay.
hope that it can happen. You know, the Poor People's Manifesto I read is
Yeah.
where you got all of those from. They
Yeah.
were saying, and it's all from what lawyers say, that he who must come to equity must come with clean hands.
Yeah.
And so I was playing with clean hands, clean nose, and clean streets, that hopefully my vision has always been that those on the margin of economic society, the marginalized, hardly can confront their oppressors and their exploiters, because they themselves do shady deals amongst themselves. The way you can confront somebody is to first put your own house in order. And that's what the poem is saying. It's a futuristic poem. It's not that this is not what is, but this is what ought to be.
Yeah.
How the poor and the marginalized can stand on a moral pedestal to confront their oppressors. But without that moral pedestal, I can't see how they can confront the exploiters.
Right, and that's why you're talking about the law and order, clean streets, and people take over their own selling. Okay.
Yeah,
but,
that they first and foremost let all the traders, I don't know what happens in the UK, but technicians and artisans are not to be trusted. Plumbers, electricians, when they come to your house, they just want to flinch you. They want to cheat you. And it's like it's part of a trade. Everywhere I have gone, you can't trust a workman. And that is the same thing we accuse politicians of. We can't trust them with their money. We can't trust them with our future. But we cannot trust, just a mechanic. Nothing is wrong with it, just a small thing. Just say it. Say that it's a small thing, but they would put the car there, make it look as if it's a big thing so they can charge you.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
So this is what the poem is speaking about. That
yeah.
both sides, before we don't know which one should happen first. Should it be the rich people be upfront and honest? And I can't see how you can be rich and honest at the same time.
Yeah.
It looks like an oxymoron.
But it's a great description, okay, of it. Love it. And please keep coming with your bits of Dr. Lagos in Facebook.
Not a problem. I would send you, I have a series of questions I have asked people. How do you know that you're creative? I've been searching for it, but when I get it, it's a series of questions. It was actually a questionnaire. How do you know you're creative? And how do you, or when do you know you're creative? I have been looking for the questionnaire. As soon as I find it, I will send it to you.
Good. Okay. So for me, to answer one question, how do you know if you're creative? Is is taking risks, going out of your comfort zone. I mean, what you're doing, for example, with the poems is going out of your comfort zone and try to explain things in a different way through your poems. So that, to me, is creative.
Well, your answer is saying, so who is the judge of creativity? Is it the consumer or the creator? You know, so these are, at what point do you know? Is it the feedback that you get that confirms what you already thought about? Or is it just your hunch? You know, so I see where you're going. Yeah. The consumers can tell you that, oh, we like your poem. And that confirms for you that you're creative. But what if nobody tells you? I mean, I didn't even know that you were reading the things I was posting on Facebook. I would never have suspected. So if nobody tells you, how do you get to know? That's the question.
The thing is, sometimes you don't know, but the consequences of it is what you know. Okay. So, so for example, you didn't know, but now I'm telling you, I've just told you here, and you didn't know. So the consequence of you putting that in Facebook is that I know already, and now you get to know my feedback through here. Okay. So it's a waiting game as well. Okay, so but it's good that you are on the first ladder, which is the taking risks part.
Yes.
Okay. Well done. Good. Okay.
Any question? Any more question? Anybody wants to ask to somebody any more else? No? Then maybe we can finish this with the authors. Thank you everybody to come and participate, and I hope to see you again next year. Thank you so much. Bye then.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everyone. Dr. Cole, thank you, Magdalena, Lolly. Okay, see you again. Okay, bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. See you.